Okay, initially arriving in the Winchester area, and I have to say, not familiar with the Winchester area, having no friends or family was quite daunting. Certain criteria regarding going on the housing list for councils, and I didn't make any of these criteria. So unfortunately you find yourself in a situation where whatever little money you have, you use bed and breakfast. Eventually the money dries up and you find yourself in a situation where I am at the moment, which is homeless. The first 3 or 4 nights for me, I have to say, were somewhat tiring, rather a scary experience. As I said, I didn't know anybody around here. It was making do with what you had, a sleeping bag and some washing items. And my first night I spent in a multi-storey car park, which is in the bottom part of Winchester area. Very cold, very little sleep, not recommended. And the third night I found another location, which was the old library, and that was the time where I actually met a group of 3 or 4 individuals who were in the same position as myself. And I have to say, they were genuine people. They shared, they made me feel welcome, and they told me about the reasons why they'd become homeless. And some of it was, the fact that they did drugs, class A, B, some of them were alcoholics, and some were from broken homes. The stereotype out is that, someone who's homeless, hasn't shaved, hasn't washed, hasn't changed his clothes. I have to say, some of them haven't got a razor, or can't afford a razor, or haven't got a second change of clothing. I was fortunate enough to have a small suitcase with a change of clothing. One of the hardest things was actually trying to get somewhere where I could go and have a shower, where I could get my clothes washed at a reasonable cost. These are all difficulties when you are homeless and you're pulling the bag around. Unfortunately, there's a percentage of us who won't be celebrating the festive season for a number of reasons, and it's quite a sad time for a lot of these guys, including myself. And again, Christmas is about family and friends, and most of us are out of our areas, such. We're in an area that we don't have family and friends. It's going to be quite emotional for a lot of people, and definitely for myself.